I'm going to give you an update here on the sizes that we have available, but here's a couple things I want you to know first. This is the lowest price that we've had on our Samsung TV. This is a 2025 Q7F QLED. Now, I know when you hear all of that, you may be saying to yourself, hold on, it's Q7, wait, what does that mean? We're going to break down all of that, but what I want you to know, it's this year's version. TVs, they typically are released by the year. And when you're buying the year 2025, when it is 2025, you're getting the best of the best. And we're gonna dive into why it's worth upgrading possibly to that. I want you to know that 3 different sizes are available for you. We have a 43-inch TV. Now, when we started off an hour ago, we ended the presentation over on the main channel, we had 144. Now, 6 dozen remain in the 43-inch. And that's it. That was the most popular size when we presented it just over an hour ago. The 75-inch, I had 50 of them available a little bit earlier on. Now there's 2 dozen, and that's it in the 75-inch. And then right here, the big 85-inch TV. An hour and a half ago, there were 38 available, and right now, there's 22. And that's all we have to go around. This is a really big day for you to bring home a really big TV if you want to, but to do so at a really big price. Our big deal was supposed to last for 3 weeks. We're 11 days in, and we've already sold out of the 50-inch, the 55-inch, and the 65-inch. Half of the choices are already gone, and we're not even halfway through this promotional offer that we have for you. To say that it's been popular is an understatement. If I am doing my math correctly, I want to say that we've had 1,000 of these at this point that have been sold, and we'll see if that's the correct number. But yeah, it is. We've officially hit the 1,000 mark. Over 1,000 of these at this point have been picked up since we made this available 11 days ago, and it is shipping to you for free. That means you don't need to get out the big giant car, the big SUV to go to the store. You don't need to borrow your friend's truck to be able to bring this at home. E327867 is the item number, and you have a big deal price of $78 on an easy pay, $178 on an easy pay, or $298 on an easy pay for that $43.75 or $85. If you want to go with the full price, it's $389. $889 or $1489 for either one of those sizes. 139 5-star reviews on this top-rated TV. It's also the lowest price that we have ever offered on this, too. We're going to welcome in Craig Smith, who's here for the next hour. Busy day for you here today.
Yeah, you know, good times.
Have you been on every hour on every network at this point?
I think I had the last hour off.
Okay.
Had a little dinner, cup of coffee, watched a little TV, and now we're ready to go. And speaking of watching TV,
can I just say that
how many hours do you want to stare at this thing, right?
When that shot was just on you, it looked like you were outside. Like, it legitimately looked like you were coming to us from Germany or wherever this was taken. Yeah, you're taking that vacation.
Just strolling through Shay Smith's backyard here. There we go. That's the little cabana we like to call home. Just cruising down the street, having a good time.
Why does this look like real life?
Well, Samsung, that's the #1 reason. This is the #1 global brand for the past 19 plus years. Think about that, 19 years, #1 global brand, and the technology they put in their television set. Justin, you talked about it at the top. This is the 2025 version. We've got a whole hour to tell you why the technology that Samsung puts into its TVs, the latest Samsung Vision AI, boosting the colors, boosting the quality of what you're looking at, nothing short of spectacular. The only bad thing about this is the defense this guy's playing over here. What is that? Come on, pick the guy up at half court. What are you doing? Somebody play D. This guy's a stiff right there. But it still looks great. Beautiful dunks, beautiful sports, beautiful everything thanks to Samsung.
You know, Samsung is the TV brand that we use exclusively at our house.
Me too.
The reason that you've got 2 electronics guys here who only use this brand is because they have the best in technology. And when you're picking up a 2025, you're getting the technology from this year. I had the pleasure of going to the Samsung booth, which, by the way, has so much security at it, and getting into that, I learned was very difficult. Thankfully, being a program host at QVC helps you a little bit to get in.
You know a guy.
I was able to use that to be able to get inside, but I'll tell you what, when I walked around and I saw the technology that exists today that you're getting at home, in this TV, I saw that in January, and I was waiting for the technology to become available. It's here at a big deal that's been so wildly popular. And Matt, I'd love to get an update on how many we have in total to go around in all three sizes, just so everybody knows, because I know it's not a lot. Okay, 140 remain of our big deal. That's not a lot when you divide that up by three sizes, and then you consider that this is nationwide, our network, on millions of homes.
And again, the way people like to watch television nowadays as well, to be able to have the best image quality possible. Every time you go to CES, you get blown away with the imagery. And there's so many different brands out there, especially you go to the big box store, you see the same thing. It's TV after TV after TV. What makes these guys stand out? It starts with the latest technology. So Samsung has a new technology called Samsung Vision AI. So all the beautiful colors we're looking at right here on this screen are actually enhanced because of the processing chip and the AI technology inside. So what this television does is it boosts everything that you're watching up to that 4K, up to that ultra high definition imagery, so it's sharp and it's crisp, but it also has something called Color Boost Pro. So that's why we're able to see all these deep greens right here. Look at all the stone and all of the brilliant colors, like the red little bus there, the yellow and the blues and the reds just popping in color. That's because this television will actually give you that color boost. It's the latest technology from Samsung. It makes everything look absolutely brilliant. And then you combine that with the QLED lighting that Samsung uses, QLED. You see those letters right there, Quantum dot LED. So the lighting in this television, unlike a lot of other brands, Samsung uses cool and warm LED lights. I know that's getting pretty techie for you, but the reason that matters is because you want to get these brilliant colors. And this TV can generate up to 1 billion different shades of colors.
Wow.
So you see all of the great details. That's the Samsung difference right there. The color volume is just spectacular. There's a quick look at that processing chip that boosts everything up to 4K. So even if you're watching something from 15, 20, 30 years ago, by the way, I think today's the celebration of the 50 years of Jaws, the original that came out.
Really?
You watch the old version of Jaws, which came out 50 years ago, it's going to look sharper and crisper on this TV that you're going to go, wait a second. Wait, that's Richard Dreyfuss? It looks like he's Richard Dreyfuss today. The quality is so great, you don't get that graininess or that pixelation that you used to get with that content from years ago.
Well, I've got my phone out here, Justin Sachoka QVC on Facebook. We're watching along live with you. If you have any questions about this TV, I want you to consider this like if you were to go to the store and you know that you can find a sales associate there that's going to be able to answer some questions. Well, we can do the exact same thing here for you. So head on over if you have any questions, Justin Sachoka QVC on Facebook, and I will relay them over to Craig. You know, when you're shopping for a TV at the store, can we talk about that experience for a second? Because you said something that made me think, oh wow. You know, when I do go to the store, there's that giant wall of TVs.
The wall.
It's the wall.
For a couple of seconds, amazing. And then a couple minutes later, you go, what the heck does all this stuff mean?
Yep.
If you don't know all the tech jargon, it's easy to get overwhelmed.
It is. And here's what we do at QVC. Our buyers, they're extraordinary. We work with them day in and day out. They specialize in different categories. Our team has amazing relationships with major brands like Samsung. How many years in a row we were talking earlier?
19.
19 at number one.
At number one. Not
pretty-
dropping to number 2 or 3 for a
pretty good.
couple of years and coming back. No, number one, 19 straight years.
And Samsung partners up with us at QVC to give us these phenomenal values. I want you to shop around for this TV. I want you to go ahead and put into your internet search that Q7F. Look at prices that are out there. I know as well as Craig knows, you're coming back here to shop because we have pricing that is now the lowest price we've been able to offer for you. And just go ahead and compare that to the market prices. But when you do go to that store and you do see that giant wall of TV and you start thinking, well, which one do I need to get? The difference of here at QVC, there's not a wall of TVs. We've got 2 TVs here to show you the 2 or 3 of the 3 sizes we have. But why don't we have a wall of TVs available? We don't need it because we partner up with these brands to give you the latest, the best. We make sure, based off of our history here at QVC, that we're giving you what you want. And what are some of the things that you've asked for? Well, you've asked for better picture quality. Got it. You've asked for an easier experience with the remote control. Wait until you see the one that this does. You've asked for us to give you not just the TV, but you want free TV along with it. Oh, there's like, what, 400 channels that you get for free with this that you can stream on the internet. Everything that you're getting here today are things that you've asked for. Everything that you're getting today is the reason why you want to upgrade. I'm looking at this right now and getting a little nervous because I'm thinking that 43-inch in my bedroom, the TV that's in my bedroom was not smart, it was somewhat intelligent, I guess we could say. Like
Did well on the test, but didn't have the street smarts? Is that what you're telling
exactly,
me?
yeah.
Okay.
Like it was like a C+. Like it did all right.
All right.
It was the beginning stages of when smart TV was available. I can't download most apps on there. There's a handful that I can download. And one that I use all the time, Apple TV, it's not even like, I can't use that on there at all. So I'm thinking maybe it's time to retire that television and bring home one that I'm going to enjoy laying down at the end of the night, having the TV on, because of not just the picture quality, but the ease of use with this.
Yeah, we're taking a look at your home screen here. So when you first turn this on, you're going to set this up with an email account. And then what do you want to stream? So one of the great things about Samsung, they've got access to all the apps. So you can see right here, Netflix, Disney, Hulu, Apple TV, Sling, YouTube, all those are available for you. But a couple to call out. First of all, the QVC HSN app. You see that one hiding right over here. That's another free download, gives you all kinds of great QVC content. And then I bounce over a couple. This one is spectacular, the Samsung TV Plus. That is free streaming that Samsung has put together themselves. Over 400 channels of totally free content. You don't pay a dime for any of it. As I'm loading it here, might take a second or two on our QVC. We have a little bit of a Wi-Fi challenge here, but I'm going to go over to the live TV option. By the way, HSN available for free. Also, QVC available for free. But we have access to over 400 different channels. Oop, I bounced out of it by mistake. Let me bounce on over there again. Where do we go, Samsung TV? Come on, back up, back down. Where did you go?
Right down here.
There we go. Samsung TV Plus. As this loads here, over 400 channels plus of live TV, plus all kinds of other great stuff to stream.
I love that movie that was on top. That
Dodgeball?
I could just watch it. Like
Yeah.
I could literally just, I sign into my Samsung account, but I'm not charged anything to watch these.
No. Now, there are some stuff there is some content that you could stream and pay for.
Yeah, sure.
But what's great about this, for live TV, 400 plus channels, 1,000 plus movies and television shows that you can stream whenever you want to stream them. So that's what gives you that versatility of being able to say, hey, what do I want to watch today without paying a dime extra? And look at this, it breaks it into categories.
Wow.
So if you want to watch action and drama, over 24 channels in the action and drama category there. Sports and outdoors, this is my wheelhouse right here. 42 channels dedicated to just sports and outdoors. Another 10 channels just to motorsports. You love comedy. This is where it gets crazy. Ready? Reality competition shows. Not reality shows, reality competition shows. Over 18 of those. Lifestyle, pop culture, 19 different shows. All of this content that you have available for you, Justin, all of it is free. They even have ambience.
Just to have that ambience background.
Like
wow.
Serenity, spa, beautiful beach content, whatever it is, you got it.
That right there is the TV. Could we jump in? Like I saw there's the movies and the TV shows.
Yep.
You have music.
That's
so
right.
if you wanted the speakers and the sound that's in here, pretty extraordinary. We're going to talk about like the sound features that are part of this, the AI, but you have music channels that you're going to be able to listen to. The kids aspect of this.
Kids content
so
to
all
stream.
kids friendly that you're going to be able to use.
That's right.
And when you're bringing this at home, you're doing so on our big deal price. It's $78 a month if you want that 43-inch. If you want the 75-inch, which in this show is the most popular one, we're talking about bringing that 75-inch for $178 a month. If you want to upgrade to the 85-inch, that's the one that I have at my house. I will be very transparent that I went shopping for a 65-inch TV and I came home with the 85-inch. I don't regret it.
It happens.
An ounce. The only thing that I regret was that we drove to the store to pick it up and I had to load up my dad's SUV. The trunk wouldn't close. We had to like partially tie it down, and for an hour and a half from Dover, Delaware, we had to listen to the alarm going off the entire time. That's the only regret that I have. But you don't need to worry about that because you get free shipping and handling, and that 85-inch TV for $298 a month is going to be shipped to your front door absolutely free. All you have is that monthly charge of $298, and that is it. That is interest-free on any major credit card. So I love that here today, what we're able to do for you is bring this big deal. The big deal that was supposed to last for 3 weeks, we're 11 days in. Half of the sizes have already sold out, and we are getting down dangerously low into some of the quantity numbers. In fact, in that 43-inch, we are talking about 5 dozen and that is all. In the 70